This is a story of Dave and Sharon finally living their dreams of sailing to the Caribbean and beyond. Join us while we share our adventures from getting the boat ready and embarking on our cruising life.
So we have to cut an access panel in order to get the unit's going to go right here. So we're going to cut an access panel. This is screwed in right here. This is already up there. So we had to cut up and over, and then I have to put a piece of wood underneath here. There's already one in here, and then we can get the Autopilot up in there. You can't see what I'm doing here. So now we're going to drill the hole in my rudder flange here, and I've done all the measurements. See if we can get those. Those are taken off from SV Seduction, which is Arlo's boat. Same thing, serial number, Huntress serial number 46. And so he's got everything, and I took drawings, I took measurements of everything. I did build mock-up in wood. First I did it in cardboard, then I did it in wood, and we'll fit it today with the wood before we cut that big chunk of metal. And then it's a matter of trying to get everything drilled. Now that's a bummer. Broke that right off. Vice grips times. So this is 1/2 inch, which will fit the hardware that the arm goes onto. Alright, so it's not fitting because it's this bar, the arm right there hits on this. So I'm gonna have to take this out and cut this down a little shorter. I need to get this down. Do I have room? I do. I have room to go down. I have room to go down. I gotta cut that down, get it down lower so the bar can clear. And I've got it on the port rudder because that's where it will be the lowest, or the highest I should say. That's where it would be the highest, so I got to get that down. So this is the B&G. All equipment ready to go in. Some of it's already in the rear. Alright, installation of AP, which is Autopilot. All B&G stuff. Switching over. The other one I've rebuilt several times, as I said in the past. And it keeps blowing on us. We need a good, dependable one. So here we have the ram. And it comes over here and goes under here. I had a little challenge clearing the bottom of this. So we had to add a bunch of washers in here, send this down a little further, but that should work. And now this plate is really thick stainless. It's a good thing that a buddy of ours in the yacht club next door, because we went over and used the machine shop, it was a lot easier drilling it over there with the drill press, and that's all bolted in. And now we're going to be putting a bracket here so we can put the rudder indicator right here, and that goes from there and connects right to there so that the computer knows where the rudder goes. And then we'll show you later, the computer goes under this section, storage, and then we have to run wires somehow, somewhere, to get from power back here and to get NEMA 2000. And this should be a good dependable autopilot. Switching all over to B&G. We're going to run a wire, a NEMA wire, going under the bed. This is where Seduction put the computer. I think I'm going to have to go over here because I have so much of this heavy duty anchor and rudder, emergency rudder piping that comes up over to this wall to fit it in. So I'm going to put the computer down over here, down in the corner. You can see there's a wire. Somebody already ran a wire, and it comes up and it goes down in there into this, through this back chamber. So I have to run the NEMA here through the chamber where we've already put the RAM system, over here through this wall, and so I mean in under here, underneath, up there, and it's gonna eventually go in there to get it over to the nav station. And in the meantime, there's a storage bin right under here, and that's the access to it. So I am cutting another access door right on top here, and we'll be putting some boards under there to hold it up, screw it in, hold it up, so we can get access from the top. Something that Sharon wanted a while ago. She said someday put access in there so we can lift it up from the top. So we're going to do that since I have to run a wire through it anyway. So we came NEMA 2000 backbone. Here's the desk. We went under there. Come out in the closet. And we're going to go along the closet. Up this wall. We'll show you in a second. Through there. Into here. And then it's a free run from there down the end. Alright, so that white wire is 10 gauge, 2-strand, tinned, and I've got it going under here, through the corner, under here, and through the engine room, right under where the drain for the shower goes. This is our aft cabin, and so this is underneath the settee, the bed settee, and I've come in here, and now here's the computer. I still have it open because I need to hitch up the power, and and make sure it works before I put the fuse in it. Make sure it's good. Then we have the backbone there, and run the lines over here. And then we'll come in here now to hitch it up to the ram. That's our last step. Alright, so we finished connecting the wires up to the ram, and I did it a little different than my buddy boat. He put a connector, he put some a strip back here, a connector strip, to go back here from the wires from the computer, and made it nice and neat, and then ran wire from there over to the motor here. Getting this light is weird. Anyway, from the motor, and what I decided to do is bring it back enough wire here, I have it coiled, and go directly into where I need to go in here, because this is sealed and I didn't want open connectors here. And then the same with the power cord. I came back here and I have these shrink wrap barrel connectors, crimps there, and now I can go see. I was going to cover this with rubber tape, but they are shrink wrap, so now I can see if it's getting corroded in there. Plus this gives me an opportunity, yeah, if I have to repair it, all I have to do is clip this wire, snap this here, snap this, you know, snap these wires here, and I have plenty of wire down here and here to pull this out and repair it and then rewire it. The reason I didn't put the terminal connector up here is that's open and susceptible to getting corrosion on it. So this way I can keep an eye on, you know, if something happens, I can keep an eye on it. There's corrosion, should stay out better. There's only two places it can be, here and here, and this is well sealed, and this is now well sealed. Plus I can see this one. Anyway, that's why I decided to do that. It doesn't look as neat and clean. I've got all these wires curled up in here, but that's that gives me enough spare wire to do repairs in the future if I need to. It keeps everything out of the way down in here by the rudder. All those wires will stay down low. Pretty much done all the wiring back here in the ram. Now I have to go and wire the engine room. Just connect everything up in the engine room, come back and make sure that everything's wired here, put the fuse in the computer, and we're good on this end. So this is our nav station, actually cleaned off, and the instruments removed, most of them. And what we're going to do is put a new B&G in here, move this Raymarine that was here, and I think I did this earlier, up to here, because we're going to keep that. That's our radar. And we have the old Raymarine AIS, we're going to keep that. And I have the piece of equipment to go from this NEMA 183 to NEMA 2000 to pull it into the B&Gs. And then, so now I need to pull this shelf out, the whole thing out, all of this, and to get behind the wiring, to run the wiring up there, because that's where the compass is going and how we get to all the forward instruments. And right here we see quality French wiring. There we go. Troubleshot why our autopilot wasn't working, and it came down to this connector right here. What happened was these wires were just too big, and so it was pulling the connector up. When I put it down through here, it pulled it up. So I put these smaller wires here. They go to they're not driving the motor, so I don't need them big. These wires are big enough here. And these go to the solenoids that go back and, make it go forward, port or starboard. So I don't have these displays mounted in yet, but they're in the positions they're going to be. That's the Ray Marine, the old one, which we're going to keep as a backup plotter, and that's our radar. And we'll be able to reach it. We'll be able to see it from that corner and that corner here. And then the same for this B&G display right here. And then let's see if I can do this. We'll see if she's on already. Autopilot. There we go. I'm going to say hold heading, and we'll just hold it, and she should be on, unless I turned it off. Let's there we go. So change the heading a little. There we go. Autopilot going. And it's working wonders. We have to go out at some point and do a sea, both a sea trial, but we have to calibrate the compass, go through procedures. You have to do that in the ocean where when it's calm, you do some big old circles, and we'll calibrate the, finish calibrating the autopilot. So today I put in, well actually I did a couple things. One is I ran a cord up through there over to here, and then right in here we can get under here so we can come across to the back over here. And right there I ran, I just installed the remote switches and remote for the autopilot. So we put it right here, and now we can be standing over there. You don't have to reach over there, but either way we can be standing here. We can adjust it 10 degrees, 1 degree, put it into stop, auto, change the mode. And if we're sitting back here or anywhere in here and enjoying the ride, and we have to change the course a little bit, we don't have to get in behind the wheel to get over there. We can just come right up in and push that. So that's and then of course we have a dust cover that goes on there. So we are getting a Mantis, 105-pound Mantis. Beautiful anchor, no more dragging. Here's our old one. It's a 60-pound, 27 kilograms. And sometimes she held like glue, and other times she just might as well not throw an anchor. We were experimenting with the roll bar, so we're going to switch it around.
We want to say thank you to all of our viewers who have subscribed and commented. We appreciate your support and feedback. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps us build our channel up so we can keep bringing you more videos.